reside, cracking codes to flip the tide. Zeros and ones, our battle cry. System fall, we watch them die. Hack-Attack, no turning back. Red meets blue in the cyber attack. Firewall burns, the signals cracked. Hack-Attack, yeah.
All right, no sugarcoating. Let's dive straight into backdoors. The kind that don't just mess with your code, but shake your faith in humanity. I've seen a kernel go nuclear over a missing semicolon, but that's child's play compared to the Machiavellian masterpiece of slipping a backdoor into a beloved tool. These aren't your garden variety bugs left behind by a sleepy intern. They're the ninja assassins of the code world, meticulously crafted, lurking in the shadows, waiting years for their moment of glory. In the realm of supply chains, they're the Joker to your Gotham, a calculated chaos. You patch, build, deploy, rinse, repeat, blissfully unaware that the shiny new library you downloaded is actually plotting your downfall. Opportunistic vulnerabilities, they're the drama queens of cybersecurity, hogging the spotlight. Backdoors, they're the silent killers, dismantling the trust one dependency at a time. And that's the real nightmare. Because every piece of software you adore, every dependency you cherish, could be the Trojan horse waltzing past your defenses while your green lights cheer it on. Case in point, the XZ Utils fiasco, a compression tool XZ used practically everywhere from Red Hat to Debian. Enter Andres Freund, the uncredited superhero who sniffs out a strange performance dip and, because that's how tech tales go, starts digging. Surprise! Versions 5.6.0 and 5.6.1 are spiked with a backdoor. Sure, they're dev versions, but let's not kid ourselves. Fedora Rawhide, Debian testing, Arch Linux. Those aren't exactly safe zones. This was a global supply chain disaster waiting to happen. Even Homebrew got tangled up before rolling back. Now imagine if Freund had just decided to binge watch on Friday. Catastrophic isn't just flair. This was sheer luck saving the day. And let's face it, luck makes a lousy security plan. So, how did the XZ backdoor pull off its magic trick? Here's the rundown. It went straight for SSH authentication, slipping code into the login process like a sneaky magician. SSH is the holy grail. Lose control of that, and it's game over. The attacker, GAT75, didn't just kick the door in. They played the long game, sprinkling suspicious comments like breadcrumbs, hiding obfuscated code in what looked like harmless bug fixes. Then, bam, one sneaky script later, and your SSH handshake is suddenly on someone else's dance card. Just one piece of code, and poof, total system takeover. The kicker? This wasn't some weekend hobby. This person's been at it for years, testing files, making tweaks, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. Only a forensic expert could follow. Now everyone's whispering, are older XZ versions infected too? The truth is, you don't know. Not until someone sacrifices their sanity, combing through every commit like Sherlock on caffeine. When trust is shattered, you don't slap on a patch. You bring out the magnifying glass and start auditing everything. This is where the open source dream turns into a sitcom gone wrong. Anyone can contribute. Fantastic, until literally anyone does. The community gatekeepers, they're like bouncers at an all-you-can-crash party, unpaid, overworked, and running on caffeine fumes, patching bugs out of sheer love for the code. Single points of failure, more like single points of exhaustion. Want to know the cost? After a breach, you see it, frazzled volunteers, triple-checking every merge request like it's a bomb, while the trust fabric looks like Swiss cheese. Is open source more at risk? Well, yeah, more eyes watching, but also more hands meddling. It's the trust paradox, folks. No solutions here, just a heads up. After the spotlight fades, it's the maintainers left holding the bag, and it's leaking. Let's flip the narrative. Closed source doesn't mean secure. Those corporate review processes might look like Fort Knox on an NDA PowerPoint, but believe me, all it takes is one crafty insider with a well-worded JIRA ticket to slip in something nasty. The good old secret sauce era. Backdoors baked right into the firmware like grandma's cookies, and nobody even noticed. Sure, big corporations might flaunt their resources, parade their code reviewers, or brag about their full-stack security teams. Or maybe they're just sweeping skeletons under rugs woven from legal contracts. Thinking closed source is spotless. That's some next level fairy tale. And don't even get me started on those black box CI pipelines. It's like trusting a magic trick without ever seeing the magician. SonicWall's secure mobile access, meant to be the digital fortress, right? But one outdated version, and boom, attackers are in, grabbing credentials like it's a free buffet. The kicker, a patch gets released, but the chaos doesn't hit pause. There's always that delay. Users snoozing on updates and admins procrastinating with their maintenance window that's perpetually next week. The vulnerability life cycle is like a bad soap opera. You get your CVE, a dramatic blog post, but the drama doesn't wrap up with the patch. A real backdoor isn't some delicate butterfly. It's a cockroach that refuses to die. Threat actors will hunt down those ancient forgotten devices running vulnerable code in the wild, and persistence is their jam. Let's talk Docker. The TechRadar article didn't miss. Malicious images lounging on Docker Hub like it's some kind of malware Airbnb. Developers either rushing to meet deadlines or tragically under-paranoid grab a compromised base image and voila, your pipeline's gone from pristine to biohazard. Trusted repo? More like a trust exercise with a bear. This is supply chain sabotage on a buffet scale. DevOps teams won't notice until something explodes. Or worse, drips sensitive data for months like a leaky faucet. Containers are isolated, they say. Sure, but if your foundation is a dumpster fire, all the isolation in the world won't save you. Your CI/CD pipeline is only as pure as the sketchiest dependency you've pulled. You can't ignore the old school legends. WinRAR, with its dwindling user base and ancient lines of code, still somehow manages to make headlines. Enter CVE 2025-8088, a zero-day exploit, and Russian-linked hackers having a field day. Legacy tools are the forgotten landmines of cybersecurity, quietly waiting to ruin someone's week. You'd think a simple zip file handler couldn't cause much trouble until you've witnessed a zip bomb obliterate a blue team's morale. If you still use WinRAR, and let's be honest, you do, even if you pretend otherwise, update to version 7.113. It's not about nostalgia, it's about neglect and a touch of stubborn denial. Everyone loves to throw around the term defense in depth. This is dicing, but let's be honest, half the time, detection is just dumb luck. Andres Freund got curious, and boom, there it was. How often do you chase down a tiny performance blip? Almost never, because who has the time? Most backdoors are sneaky little devils sliding in through approved patches and hiding in plain sight among routine commits. Sure, you double check, but then what? How do you actually hunt down a masterfully concealed infection? You need tools like this scripts Freund whipped up to expose XZ's SSH compromise, plus community scanners, threat feeds, and maybe a little black magic. It's an uphill battle, though. Defenders have to be perfect every single time, while attackers just need one lucky shot. So, real talk, scan obsessively, automate everything, investigate every weird CPU blip like it owes you money, and most importantly, trust your gut. It's probably smarter than you think. Final word. Patch like your life depends on it, but audit like your boss is watching. The patch parade never stops, and quick fixes are just a game of cybersecurity whack-a-mole. If you're not scrutinizing what you're trusting, you're basically betting on a losing hand. Trusting your tools? Ha! In this circus, trust is a fleeting illusion. The golden rule: assume everything's already compromised, triple check your work, and log everything, including your worst paranoia-fueled dreams. This isn't pessimism. It's just it's the new guy and the new normal. It goes, breaches are like bad weather, inevitable. Buckle up. Next time we'll dive deeper. Same bat time, same bat channel.
The whispers, a data stream, codes the canvas, paint the scheme. We're the ghosts inside the machine. Nothing's safe, not even your dream.